Hey guys, welcome back to AS Tech, and today we're going to be unboxing the new 2020 13-inch MacBook Pro. Now, I just got this in the mail and I'm super excited to check it out, so let's jump right in. So on the top, we do have a picture of the MacBook Pro, pretty standard for the last couple of years. On the sides, we do have MacBook Pro written, and on the back, we have some information on the MacBook. So there's a tab here on the side for us to take off the plastic, and lifting up the lid does reveal the MacBook right up on top, wrapped up in plastic, typical Apple fashion. Putting it off to the side to see what else we have, we do have Designed by California in Apple, and inside here we do have some quick start information, warranty information, as well as some Apple stickers. Gotta love those Apple stickers. We also do have a USB-C cable for charging, and we do have a USB-C 61 watt power adapter. Now that's pretty much all you get in the box. It's pretty standard and straightforward. Now back to the MacBook, we do have a little tab here to take off the plastic. And inside we do have a little piece of paper protecting the screen, and taking that off, you guys will see that the MacBook is booting up on its own, which is a nice touch. So you guys might recall from my MacBook Pro buying guide that I recommended the base model with upgraded RAM. So you guys are probably wondering, why didn't I buy that one? Here's why. So for me, I think the biggest selling point was definitely the graphics power. Now, yes, it's still integrated graphics, that's not different. But I'm going to be editing on Final Cut Pro, so the extra graphics power will definitely be a plus. Now, don't get me wrong, the 8th gen model still handles it like a champ. If you guys haven't seen the Everyday Dad's video, I'll link it down below, where he uses the base MacBook Pro to edit a 4K video on Final Cut Pro, and it handles it like a champ. But for me, I wanted to future-proof myself as much as possible and have as much power as I can without any issues. So, what do you get for $1,800 over the base MacBook Pro? Now, you do get a slightly faster Intel Core i5 processor, which is the 10th generation model. You do get Intel Iris Plus graphics. You get 512 gigabytes of SSD storage, which is double the standard 256. You do get 16 gigabytes of DDR4 RAM. Now, do keep in mind this is DDR4, so it's slightly faster than the DDR3 on the base MacBook Pro. Even if you upgrade to 16 gigs on the base MacBook, you still are getting DDR3 RAM, so that's something to keep in mind. And lastly, you do get 4 Thunderbolt 3 ports. Now, I think the 4 Thunderbolt 3 ports will probably be the biggest selling point for most people, simply because having more ports makes it a little bit easier, and not having to worry about plugging your charger from one side is definitely a plus, and I think that's also something to think about. So the last real difference on this MacBook Pro is the touch bar. Now, it functions exactly the same as last year's model. The only real difference is that it's a bit smaller to accommodate the physical escape key. Like I said before, in my opinion, I think it looks much cleaner this way, so I'm definitely a fan of that. Other than that, everything is exactly the same. You get the same giant Force Touch glass trackpad. Hands down the best trackpad I've used in any laptop, period. Apple really knows what they're doing with their trackpads, and it's still the best trackpad on the market today. You get the same screen from last year. Now, that's not necessarily a bad thing. It's still a very nice, bright, color-accurate display, although we're a bit bummed out that we didn't get the 14-inch MacBook Pro this year, so fingers crossed for next year with smaller bezels. The FaceTime HD camera is exactly the same, and it's pretty bad. Especially since we're doing Zoom calls and conference calls during quarantine. It's a bit of a disappointment that we didn't get a better camera this year, so fingers crossed for next year. But that's pretty much everything that's new on this MacBook Pro. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please do consider subscribing, as it helps me push myself to bring out more content. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.